Namaste, everyone, and welcome to another live Qigong with the Golden Light Network. Another practice that's very similar to the ones we've been doing so far to really cultivate that practice, get our bodies used to it. So, without further ado, make sure you've got enough space to swing your arms around, and let's move some Qi. So, first we'll just warm up the wrists. We'll quickly warm up the body. So, moving the wrists in a figure of eight pattern, so having one hand facing forward, one hand facing back, and then just keeping the elbows still, getting a nice flex in the fingers and the wrists, and the opposite way. And then taking the wrists out to the sides, the elbows to the sides, still flexing the wrists and the fingers, and the opposite way. Routines can be really helpful for just getting the body used to the fact that this is the movement we're doing. Back to the hands forward and rotating from the upper arms and the shoulder, and the bottoms of your arms and hands are just following the movement. So letting those shoulder blades and the top of the shoulders really move your body as you roll them shoulders backwards. And then taking the back to the palms facing backwards, bringing them round, forward, back, round, forward, round, forward. You might want a little flexion in your spine here. I tend to keep my tailbone a bit tucked. Keeping nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Roll it back just a couple of times to reset them before we knock on the door of life. So just swinging. Start with just turning from the hips and the inner hips and waist, and then letting your arms swing round and knock on either side of your spine, but never directly on the spine. And to enhance the twist, just turn in that head and neck to look behind you if you feel to. Warming up the neck, waking up the spine, freeing up any tension or tightness in the back, and breathe in nice and deep. And today we're going to bring this up and just knock it just beneath the collarbone and the shoulder pocket. These points are linked to your immune system. Give it a bit of a zhuzh. And finally, to the tops and backs of the shoulders. And this one's brilliant for clearing any brain fog, emptying the mind, bringing you back into the moment, and releasing any tension or tightness in the shoulders. Bring it back down to the shoulder pocket, just beneath the collarbone, and dropping it down to the lower back. Bringing the head to center, slowing it down, slowing it down. Let's do our spinal cord breathing. Arms up at the head, breathing in, arching that back. Breathing out, it's like tucking the tailbone, rounding of the spine. For those that are used to cat-cow in yoga, it's that same movement, really opening the chest, looking up, and then rounding, keeping the crown nice and lifted, so you're getting a nice bit of spaciousness between every vertebrae in your spine. And you can breathe in to open the chest, and out as you open the back body, or you can reverse the breath if you want to open the back body a bit more. This exercise is brilliant for bringing your system into the parasympathetic system, so taking you out of fight, flight, stress response. This is one that I do before bed most nights. Help loosen up the spine and quiet the mind. Bring my body to a calmer state. One more time. Get a nice bit of extra stretch. And we're picking the cherries again. So one arm at your shoulder level, one arm stretched up, and anchoring in your hip, and just changing your arms over. This one doesn't have to be with the breath. And this one just brings a bit of extra spaciousness into your vertebrae, keeping that hip of the raised side pulled down so you're getting a nice bit of stretch. Wherever your spine might need it. Couple more times. And bringing the arms back to the sides. And we'll do stalk spreads its feathers. So taking the hips backwards, arms circle, so palms face forward. We're just going to circle round, stand up slightly, push those fingertips down. Again, breathing in, circle round, and breathe out. Really let them fingertips drop down, relax the shoulders, lifting the crown. One more time. And now, if you feel to, always be careful with your neck. You can keep lifting the crown and imagine a line as if polarity of your crown lifting away from the fingertips of the opposite side. So it gives some nice support to your neck and it adds spaciousness for your body to loosen up any lines of tension or stress in the neck, in the arm, in the shoulder. And then dropping the chin to the chest and over to the other side. This one's brilliant if you've been using a lot of devices, which most people in today's Western world certainly do, looking down at screens, working on laptops. Just release any tension or tightness in the arms, the shoulder, the neck. Bringing it back to center, giving it a little shake. And let's open up the hips and waist. So let's do tray of teacups. So we're taking them hands and having them facing just above our forehead, facing the wall behind you. And then we're going to swirl them round, bring them to face you at your abdomen level, and then taking them round. So we're making a nice figure of 8 with our arms, fingers facing the wall behind you, forward, abdomen, forward, and then adding the hips. The Chinese say that if there's any movement to do each day, this one's often recommended. So I've learned and heard. And imagining like a spiraling up through the body. All of nature grows in a spiral. Think of the trees and the plants, even the DNA spirals. So just allowing the body to be in its natural spiraling rhythm. And then when we reach the top, we'll change directions. Still turning with the hips and waist. Final time. And bringing the arms to the top. Take them down to the sides, push into the corners of the room, just getting a final stretch in the shoulders and release. Lovely. So we'll now move on to shaking the tree and move on to our flow sequences. So we're just going to start with shaking them wrists out, really flicking the fingers, releasing any tension or tightness in the arms and shoulders. And then you can let that shaking move throughout your whole body. Gentle lift and drop in of the tailbone, gentle bend in the knees, lifting in the crown, but nice and relaxed in the shoulders and the body. Using that audible sigh we talk about. The ha. This sound in itself has been scientifically shown to Release stress responses from the body. And release feel good hormones, chemicals, impulses in the body. Just scanning through your body, noticing any areas of tension or tightness. Just gently balancing so you can sustain the movement slightly longer. Really flicking them wrists and fingers. You might notice any tension or tightness even in your abdomen, your chest, if you've had a lot of stress or a busy day, and just releasing all that tension with the exhale. Before we slow it down, slowing it down, slowing it down. Bring your arms to your sides and just notice how you feel. Or holding them in front of the abdomen. And just noticing your breath. Breathing into all four sides of your torso. Like hold of your breath at the top of the inhale. And breathe out. Emptying the whole of the lungs all the way down to the bottom. Again, a nice deep conscious breath in to your abdomen, front, the back, the sides, the ribs, the top of the sternum. Slight hold. And breathe out. Fully emptying them lungs. And once more on your own. Our breath, one of the key ways we breathe in energy and calm and soothe the system. And we're just going to take our hands in front of our pelvis, in front of our lower abdomen. It's like rounding of the arms, a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Legs are just wider than hip width apart, at shoulder level. Lifting and slight tuck of the chin. Relaxed in the shoulders. And active in the hands. So imagine you're cupping, your hands are cupping a bowl. And your hands are forming, holding around that bowl. And we're just going to continue them nice deep breaths as we become more aware of our feet, the strength of our legs, gentle bend in our knees, lifting from the crown to take some of the weight out of the legs, balancing the body, and moving slightly towards the balls of your feet. One of our acupressure points that can just help balance the energy in our body, help with the yin energies, which is more the rest, the digest, the relaxation that often gets bypassed in modern busy worlds and timelines. Just encouraging the body to let itself settle, to be calm and rested, with a longer, deeper breath. Just doing a gentle scan of the body, noticing if there's any areas of tension or tightness, and just breathing relaxation into them, just being aware of your body. Giving this moment to yourself to just be present, be still, in a relaxed state, yet alert, consciously breathing into the body, feeling the solidity of that foundation as we move into our flows. So the first movement is compressing the pearl. So again, hands at the pelvis level as if they're hugging the pelvis, and we're going to pump that bellows. Arms lift. It's like lifting the legs and tailbone. It's like sinking of the knees as you bring that pearl to compress. With the breath, inhale. And exhale. Imagining the center of gravity lifting from the abdomen to the chest as we breathe in, as if that's raising the arms, and as we breathe out, sinking back to the abdomen. Again, keeping active in them hands and fingers. Breathing out. Lifting slightly in the body. One more time. If you're ever in need, you can always shake your legs out at any point. The longer you can sustain the slight bend in the knees, the lift in the crown, the wuji, the more that you can cultivate a stronger sense of foundation and energy as we go on to our next movement, flying hands. This one traces up the center to the sternum, arms out to the front, shoulder width, turn at that wrist and sinking down. So again, we're focusing on that sensation of lifting the center of gravity to the chest and sinking it back down to the abdomen. With the breath, breathing in inhale to lift, exhale and slight sink that center of gravity. Breathing in at your own rhythm and pace with your body. Just a couple more times. We repeat the flows, we build that energy, that circulation, presence, staying fully aware of the fingertips, the hands as the arms come back to the sides, taking a nice breath in. Before we go on to our next movement. So we're going to open the chest, palms face the floor. Again, the feet are slightly more towards the balls of the feet. Connecting to the earth, the groundedness beneath us. Connecting to them vast open skies. Breathing in to lift them arms, letting the center of gravity rise. And exhaling, sinking that center of gravity to the abdomen. Fully aware of spreading your toes wide, lifting in the crown, like tuck of the tailbone. Noticing a nice deep breath still. Connecting to those wide open skies, infinite blue possibilities, pure skies and the earth. Last time. Bringing the arms to the sides. Noticing how you feel. before we do swimming dragon. So again, one palm facing down, one palm facing up, slightly out towards us, but not so that they're uncomfortable. And we're imagining two elevators just passing each other through the center line of the body. And that middle finger is like a key in a lock. So we're going to turn that around, that middle finger, that key, keeping the hands parallel to the floor. Slight lift and push, creating some extra space in the vertebrae of our spine. And the next one, we'll do it with the breath. So you breathe in and got to think about this one now. Breathing in and breathe out to push. There we go. Turn, breathe in, and breathe out when them lifts pass. Turning around the key in the middle and push. This one's probably a good one to do if you spent a lot of time seated or standing and feeling a bit slumped, a bit tired in your posture. Just give some relief and release to them spinal discs, especially the lower back, which can take so much pressure. And the next time them elevators pass is the last. Then and we'll bring it back, arms at the sides, taking a nice deep abdominal breath and noticing how you feel. Feeling at this point to introduce us to a new exercise called cloudy hands. So we're going to take one palm facing the floor, one palm at kind of chest, heart level, and we're going to be shifting in the weight. So we're going to turn to one side from the hips and waist. Take the upper arm down and lift the lower arm up. So we've got one palm facing the floor. We turn, change arms, shift the weight. Turn, change arms. Imagine almost going backwards onto that back leg. Turn, change the hands. Shift across. Turn, change the hands. This exercise, one for the heart. Shifting that weight. Turn. And bringing in the breath. So breathe in, shift, turn, and then as we change arms, we're on a new breath cycle. So breathing in, and breathe out. Breathing in. At your own pace, so you're changing your breath as your arms switch. Shifting weight, turn, change arms. A couple more times. Nice, gentle, soothing flow. Slowing it down. Arms to the sides. Another deep breath and noticing how you feel. And do our final one, swimming bear. So taking the palms facing forward, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in, really opening that chest up and breathing out. So imagining with this one, we're literally being inspired, breathing in new ideas, new inspiration, and breathing out. Opening your heart to the horizon, opening to a sunrise, a new day. Imagine breathing in sunlight, your breath like waves on a beach. As you breathe in that gentle light of a new day, promise of a new day, clear blue skies, those warm, gentle colours. Breathing in, and you can breathe out anything you want to let go of. Perfect time of year in the UK to be bringing in that new energy as we move into Imbolc, that cusp between winter and Easter, the spring, welcoming in fresh energy, warmth of an ever warming sunshine. And this time you're going to bring the palms towards you, breathe that into the heart, and bring them arms back around to circulate. Imagine you're trying to keep 2 teacups up, and then we turn them over. So breathing in, keeping the palms upright as they come round, and then backs of the palms face together, and we breathe in. Breathing out, take the arms round, backs of the palms together, and breathing in. Just opening the heart, breathing in that warm sunlight, that quality of energy you most need for your day. Any new projects, new seeds that are coming to fruition, that come into wakefulness at the minute. And then just holding them hands in front of the heart. And just fully breathe deeply into the lungs, fully welcoming that fresh energy, noticing how you feel in your body. As you bring the arms to pelvis level, again as if they're holding upright a bowl in front of your lower abdomen. Breathing nice and deep into the lower abdomen as we draw down the heavens. So bringing the arms up to the sides. And imagine purple light washing all the way through your body, releasing anything residual and bringing in whatever quality of energy you most need. Feeling that center of gravity rise. And then like a purple shower gently washing through the body, releasing any last tension or stagnation. Bringing in the quality of energy, peace or love, calm, compassion. Wash through your whole body. Do this a few times. Really noticing, imagining that purple light washing through each part of your body, from the head, the eyes, the neck, all the way down. In rhythm with your hands and your breath. Final time. And we're going to bring them palms, overlapping the thumb and the first finger, bringing them to the abdomen. I'm going to take a nice deep breath into the abdomen before bringing the feet together. It's like bending the knees in this one. Pine in the wind or bamboo in the wind. So just gentle bend in the knees, a lift in the crown, tuck of the chin, slight tuck of the tailbone, imagining like a stretch almost between the crown of your head and your tailbone. Relaxed in the shoulders as you let your body gently rock and sway. Let it move where it wants to. Breathe in deep into the abdomen. Noticing how each of your parts of your body feels compared to when you started. Scanning through your body, your mind. Feel calmer, more spacious, more energized, balanced. And breathe light into any areas of tension or stiffness. So taking the legs the shoulder width apart again and circling around your large intestine. So drawing the hands up the right hand side of the body, across and down the left. Nice circles around the abdomen, centering that energy into our abdomen area. This is where the Chinese associate the door of life, the lower dantian, the kind of storehouse of energy in our body. I believe it circulates from the kidney kind of area. And then take one nice deep breath in. Imagine breathing fully into your core, deep into the center of you. Really anchoring that calm, that peace, that state of being. And last breath. And gently release with a sigh. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Hope that's been helpful. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to our channel so we can share this practice more widely with anyone that would benefit. And keep your eyes out on the YouTube channel for our upcoming acupressure series, where we're just going to share some quick 5-minute, 10-minute videos of easy practices and points you can use to help empower your body, support your nervous system, support your immunity. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.